able to do better. So question answers will be in the breakout room. I will tell you tomorrow. Why would I tell you today? I love to work in a Kanban system. I don't share anything. I don't share anything. My team does not even know. It's more of a agile. Agile it is. Okay, team number one. G. Team number one. Who is team number one? Who is team number one? G. Team number one. Abbas, Abid, Adnan, Afsha, Azaz, Asad, Irshad, Noor, Razu, Yasir, Miraj, Umair. Your time 15 minutes starts now. Share your screen and start sharing the mind map. G. Your time is running. If you don't start, you are having problem in that your time is still running.
Irshad, you're sharing? Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So we just start from the business environment, and we whatever we just organization strategies follow.
Arshad, remove
Yes.
the Zoom screen to one side. Remove the Zoom screen to one side. I don't want to see that because other people can see your mind map properly. The Zoom screen that we are sharing, we are actually seeing the Zoom screen in between. Did you understand or know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
Okay. Check your mobile. Check the WhatsApp. I'll show you what's the problem. You can actually remove this screen where I'm being shown. This you can move it away from it. This Zoom screen. Move it away. Okay? Move it sideways. Okay, now go ahead, please. Thank you. Yeah, explain.
So we follow the organization strategy.
Guys, are you able to hear him?
No, sir.
We are not able to hear you, brother.
So for the project, we have 5 processes. We monitoring, control, and closing. So in planning stage, first initiation stage, we just think about the project charter, stakeholder register, and analog, assumption log. So in this stakeholder, we just identify first, then analyzing the stakeholder by using these two method categorization of and prioritization. Categorization doing by means upward, downward, sideward, internal, external, and prioritization we doing by the PI matrix, 2D, cube, and silent order. And then after in this planning stage, we have this 4 plus 14 planning stage, stakeholder engagement plan, resource management, communication management, and risk management plus 14. So we go for the stakeholder engagement plan. So in this stage, we just first strategy is required to engage the stakeholder. Then we making the stakeholder matrix where our stakeholder is, we check the status current or desired. Then we go for the communication approach. After identification, we go for, as already stakeholder engagement plan is done, then we go for the execution stage, where we just
Thank you, Shad. I can take it from here. So I'll take a step back. We have basically the portfolio, program, and project. So portfolio is the combination of programs, and program is the combination of project. Right,
Yeah.
Arshad, take it from here. Thank you.
Arshad, your voice is breaking. Let him do that. So your voice is entirely breaking. Please let him do that. Yes, Umair, continue.
Thank you. So in the project execution, in project we have 6 phases: initiation, planning, monitoring and execution, monitoring and controlling, and closure of the project. So if you look at the initiation plans, Rashad, can you go on top, please? Initiation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has already explained the stakeholders. We come in the planning phase. In planning phase, you have 18 documents. In 18 documents, you have the four major documents, that is stakeholder engagement, resource management plan, communication management plan, risk management plan, and we're going to go. So let's go step by step. Initiation, we have covered the stakeholder identification. That goes into analyzing stakeholders and prioritizing them through 2D matrix, cube, or salience model. When you come into the planning phase, stakeholder engagement will cover the strategies required to engage stakeholders, stakeholder engagement plan from current state to desired stage, and the communication stage we're going to adopt. Similarly, in the planning phase, you have the resource management plan, RMP, that you can see. You identify resources, prepare resource management plan, develop RACI matrix chart or RAM, and define training and recognition strategies. So under identify resources, you have the type of resources you require, skill set that you require, and team formatting, how you're going to form the team. How you're going to prepare the resources is how to acquire them, how to develop them, how to manage, how to control, and how to release. Similarly, at planning phase, you also develop resource calendar creation, where you manage the resource calendars and their working hours and how they're going to work between the sprints and share the resources. In planning phase, you also have communication plan, where you have the 4 R's, communication model, method, and the channels you're going to adopt. And scope, schedule, cost, we did not get time to get into the details for this. Going on to the execution phase, you have manage stakeholders. Sorry, you have implement, you have the implementation phase and monitor, manage communication. So in under implementation phase, you have the resource stakeholder management on top. Yes, over here. So you have managed stakeholders, and with managed stakeholders, you know how you're going to communicate, how you're going to resolve the issues, and ensure that they are involved at all stages. Similarly, acquired team, how you're going to hire the skill set required and how you're going to develop them over time. So development team has extensive details like team charters, apply Tuckman ladder, conduct trainings, motivational theory, practice servant leader, and how performance continues. You're going to mentor, coach, and train them over the time. And at the end, you have, similarly, when you're managing team, you have, you're going to manage the conflicts. You have 5 levels of conflicts, and here the emotional intelligence comes, where you're going to bring down from level 5 to level 1 to reach a solution. And adjust leadership style as well, whether you're directive, supportive, or delegating as per the required scenarios. Similarly, if you go and manage communications, you have execute management communication management plan that covers the project communication and evaluations. When you come down to the monitor and controlling, it is basically you verify and you refine. So this all scenario is described in the predictive model. So considering the predictive model, you have monitor stakeholders, evaluate the relationship with the stakeholders, adjust strategies, and implement changes. If change is required, you raise a change request, acquire approvals from the change committee board, and we have to also update the stakeholder management plan, communication plan, resource plan, and assumption logs at the same time. The second step is control resources, track performance versus a resource management plan, and recommend corrective actions for the resources. So a corrective action can be anything. At the same time, we are monitoring the change management plan, sorry, a communication management plan. You have to evaluate the communication effectiveness, adjust methods, communication methods, and update the CMP and stakeholder if required. And if you come down to the closing, that is the project closure, you are basically getting a sign off from sponsors and the I forgot the LLR terminology, and you have to finalize archive communications. Thank you.
That's it? That's it?
That's all we could develop here.
What was the rule number 4? How many people should explain the mind map?
3.
How many people explained the mind map?
2.
3.
2.
Yeah.
2 people explained. You see, I categorically explained 15 minutes, 3 people. Okay. So next team make sure at least 3 people does. Because this is a poor time management and poor team management, man. Okay. So when we talk about the team management, if one person does the entire work, then what is the purpose of the entire team? Right? Why Umair is explaining it? My simple point is that why Umair is only explaining it. Why about Abbas, Abid, Afsha, Azaz, Asad, Noor, Razu, Yasir Faraq, Miraj? What are they doing? They are sleeping. So next team do better than that. Okay, team number 2. Farhan, Azman, Halim, Jihad, Marcino, Nasreen, Naveed, Waris, Zishan, Jaziba, Ridwan. Your time starts now.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Please
Okay,
start.
so I will start with Agile. Actually, we made it by the topics. So in Agile, just one. In Agile, we have 4 pillars and then the 12 principles and the 3 roles. 3 roles are the product owner, Scrum Master, and the development team. The product owner is a business analyst. Scrum Master is a project owner, a project manager. And we have different kind of artifacts. In that one, we have the product backlog, sprint backlog, product increment, acceptance criteria, and the definition of done. And then we have different kind of events in this one, sprint planning, daily stand-up. In the sprint planning, we just plan what to do, and the daily stand-up is the daily activity that we do for 15 minutes. And then the sprint review is done whenever the work is done. And then there are two parts of for that one. Demo, and the grooming demo is the part where we demonstrate whatever we have done, and then that should be matching the acceptance criteria. Definition of done should be matching the acceptance criteria. If it is matching, then it goes to product increment. Otherwise, it goes back to product backlog. And then grooming is the reprioritization of the product backlog, which product owner does. And after that, we have the fourth one, sprint retrospective, where we just discuss what we can improve, what are the lessons learned. And the fifth one is actually the sprint, which is the time-bound activity. Yeah, other than that, we have the information radiators. There are 4 kinds: task board, burn up chart, burn down chart, and the Kanban. With the help of this, we just show our work done. So, and that's it. And then next one is the stakeholder. In the stakeholder, first of all, we identify the stakeholder with the different technology, different tools, expert judgment focus group, and the documentation, and the OP and the EF. And then we analyze them, and then we categorize them with the different types, and then we prioritize them with the power interest model, and the stakeholder cube, and the salience model. And in the stakeholder management plan, there are two things. One is the stakeholder engagement plan, which has the strategies, and the other one is the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix, which has the content and the desired engagement of the product. And then we have the stakeholder register, which we maintain, which we have where all the stakeholders are mentioned. And after that, we'll go to the communication part. Okay, so communication management plan has 4 Rs: right information at right time to the right people to have the right impact. And then we have three types of the communication: interactive, push, and pull. And we use communication models to send and receive the message, to encode and decode. And then if something is in between, which is causing the problem, which is a noise. And then we have one communication formula to calculate the channels, and which is n into n minus 1 by 2. And then we have different type of teams. And then I will just start with the team. And then for the team, we have the team charter, which is also called the working agreement, which has the values, the ground rules, and the vision and the decision. And the different stages of the team: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. This is a Tuckman ladder, we call this. And then there is conflict. We can have conflict within the team. There are 5 levels of team, and then we resolve all of them with different techniques. And then we have one RASI, which is in which we say who is responsible, accountable, whom to consult, and to whom we need to inform. And then there is one other document, which is RAM, responsibility assignment matrix, which has all the responsibilities. I think so. What is sub can take from this one now. Hello.
Can you just zoom in from fundamental topic?
Yes.
Yes, in fundamental, we first of all we have a assessment that is part of 2 in business case, and business case in tangible, and business and benefit management plan intangible. Then we have a PMO that is belong to supportive. In supportive, we have a tools, the training templates, and in direction we have a day-to-day task, and in controlling we have a two in same and audit and inspection included. Then we have a project. Then we have a project charter that is the 3 constraints: scope, schedule, and cost. And same for the program related projects that is in we are providing in portfolios. Similar projects in the come in the program, and the different projects come in portfolios. Then we have operations. Then we have a types of organization, that is the types of organization: project oriented and the functional oriented. Then we have a metric oriented, that is called high power, low interest, and low power, low interest, like this. That is also, but mainly we are dividing in the weak matrix, strong matrix, and balanced matrix. Then we have a process that is 5 process we have: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and control, and closing.
What else? Oh, that's it for you.
Hello, what is up? I just zoomed.
Yes, there is another topic for quality. In the quality, we have first in the planning phase, as per we make the quality management plan. And in quality management plan, we have a cost of the quality. In cost of the quality, we have a 2-factor cost of non-conformance and the cost of conformance. And the same in the quality matrix, we have a KPI matrix, key performance indicator. Then we have a monitoring and control, that is the quality control, where how we are verified, that is we are internally verifying and validating, that is externally our client acceptance or deliverable. And then we have a quality assurance, and then in the quality tools we have audit, inspection, checklist, tools, surveys, etc. Then we have a risk. Also, I have to explain, Mr. Vishen.
Yes, please.
Okay. In the risk management plan, first we will identify the risk through the expert judgment, focus group workshop, and then we have to prioritize, or we can say that is. Can you just zoom in, Mr. Vishen? Yes, that is outline high, low, medium, quantitative, how much, number, And then we have a risk register. In the risk register, we have to elaborate the risk response opportunities in the risk positive or risk negative. Then we have the risk threshold, the risk just go down.
Yes,
Yes, this is risk.
this is repeated. Halim, sir.
Okay, okay, for the planning, procurement, in the procurement, anything phase, we have like fixed scope and variable scope. For the fixed scope, we have three more terminologies like fixed price, firm fixed price contract, fixed price incentive fee contract, fixed price economic price contract, and then we have non-fixed variable scope, and there is that is called component plus fixed fee cost reimbursement plus fixed fee plus incentive fee, and cost reimbursement plus fixed fee plus award fee, and then we have time and material in procurement. In execution phase, we missed this one, but that is request for proposal, contract, agreement, negotiation, and bid meeting. We missed this one. And in monitoring and control, we have inspections when the score that is agreed, the contract is closed, and when this is disagreed. We have four situations like when situation, negotiation, mediator, and court, which is not recommended. In the scope, we have collected. Scope is mine or Zishan? So
No, actually, we were not able to complete this one. This was this last one.
okay, schedule is we have like work packages and comprehensive compression techniques. In work package, we have milestone, which have no duration, and we have activities, which is analogous, parametric, 3-point, and bottom up, and activity relationship like four types: finish to start, start to start, start to finish, and finish to finish. We have compression techniques, crashing and fast tracking, and cost. We have cost management plan, that is cost baseline. Cost baseline is activity cost plus contingency reserves. Project budget is activity cost plus contingency reserves plus management reserve. Project budget is activity cost plus management reserves. Yes. Earned value analysis, we have CPIs and SPIs, cost performance index, which should be greater than 1. If it is less than 1, this is we are over budget, and if it is 1, we are on budget, and if it is greater than 1, we are under budget. And schedule performance index, if it is greater than 1, we are ahead of schedule, and if it is 1, we are on budget, on schedule, and if it is less than 1, we are under schedule. Yeah. Over to you, Mr. Zishan.
That's it from our side.
Okay, very well done. You did with 12 minutes. I like that you guys had team management. I like you were better prepared and planned, and at least everyone knew what their responsibility. So great job, better. I
Thank you,
guess
sir.
it's always like that. The team one always suffer, and the next team when they learn as they move forward, right? Irshad, whenever you are team one, there's always a pressure on that. Abdul Alim, Abir, Ahmad, Deepak Rao. Deepak Rao, unmute yourself. I want to talk to you. You are not in the morning. Deepak, are you with me?
No, yeah, morning voice.
Why didn't? Why? How many topics you have completed? Your tracker shows 0.
Yeah, morning. Maybe 5-10 minutes. I joined late. So when you're checking all the sheets,
So why your tracker is empty?
yeah, I need to complete. So maybe today, tomorrow, I will complete at least 5
So
topics.
guys, don't think like that. Next time you should come 5 minutes after the coaching call because Amer is going through the tracker at that time. Next time,
Yeah, that was not my objective, but just
for everyone
joining
else.
it. So,
Okay, I understand. Next time I will do the tracker in between, in the middle.
sure, definitely. Thank you.
Okay. So Abdul Alim, Abir Sajad, Ahmad, Deepak Rao, Joel, Muhammad Amer Ali, Srinivas, Tayyab, Ummul Kalsoom. Your time starts now.
Hi, Mr. Anand. Like Ahmed here, I'll be sharing my screen and in from the team. we have 3 to 4 participants who will be sharing these presentations, Abdul, Tayyib, and Dr. Srinivas. I'll be sharing screen from my side. So let's start with the fundamentals now. You can go ahead, Mr. Abdul, you can start.
Yeah. So here we will start with the project fundamentals, where we have gone through with projects which is temporary and it has both starting date and end date. Then we have operations, okay. Then we have programs, okay. Combination of projects, programs, and operation. It's called a portfolio, okay. After that, we have OPM. This is like we have business values and benefit management plan, which is tangible and intangible. Okay. OPA, under OPA, we have policies, procedures, tools and templates, and an LLR. We have 3 types of organization: project-oriented, functional, matrix. Under matrix, we have strong, balance, and weak. Okay. And PMO, we have a supportive, control, directive. In supportive, we have tools, templates, procedures. In continuation to that one, control, we have audit, and directive, we have day-to-day tasks. Okay. And EEF, we have like PESTEL, this political, economical, social, technological laws and these things. And here we have one tool. We are using a tool. It's called PMIS. Then we are going to the types of projects. We have predictive, agile, and hybrid project. Predictive is our scope is fixed, and we are delivering multiple. Then we will go to another this project process. Move down, Mr. Ahmed. So we have 5 types of process: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. Under initiation, we have a project charter. This is a high-level document, assumption log, which consists of groups, a list of assumptions and constraints, then stakeholder register. So under planning, we are developing a project management plan, which consists of 18 plans. Execution, do the work as per plan. Okay. And monitoring and control, we are comparing what plan versus actual done, and there is a change request through with an approval of change control board. Closing, we are delivering the things. If it is accepted or rejected, accepted or rejected, then after that we are validating it, and after that closing it. Okay. Then come to stakeholder part. So in the stakeholder management, we are first in an initiation part, we are identifying the stakeholder through expert judgment, which is a one-to-one interview. And second thing is a focus group. Then we have facilitator workshops, more than 12 members. We have a document analysis, OPA, EEF. Here, once we identified them, we'll categorize them by upward, downward, sideways, upward, downward, sideways, outward, internal, and external. Then we are prioritizing them by power and interest matrix. High power, high interest, manage closely. High power, low interest, keep satisfied. Low power, high interest, keep informed. Low power, low interest, we'll monitor them. Okay. Then we have stakeholder cube and a salience model. After that, we are making a stakeholder engagement plan. Once initiation is completed, we are making a stakeholder engagement plan. We are strategizing here. We are strategizing from current level to the desired level. We are using a stake engagement matrix. Okay. Here we are checking the stakeholders whether they are neutral, they are resistive, or they are supportive or leading. Okay. Then communication, I will give to another guy.
Yeah, communication will be Sataya will be taking care of.
Yes. In communication management plan, we have, first of all, we focus on 4 R's, like what is the right information, what is the right information that we have to get, give the right information to the people, and at the right time, we have to select the right audience, and we have to check the right impact of that information. And after that, there are types of communications, like how we have to communicate with the team members and the stakeholders, like push communication, pull communication, and interactive communication, like one-to-one communication. And push communication, we can send emails, and pull communication, like we can gather data from the stakeholders. Okay. Next is the how we can check the work performance from the data we are gathering, from the information, and from the reports. And for the communication, there is a one formula also, communication channel. We can use that formula to get the information, that is n. N is the number of participants, and bracket n minus 1 bracket close and divided by 2. Okay. Next, we have the team resource management. Okay, team resource management. Like first of all, we have to do the identification with the help of SWOT analysis, and we have to check. We have to know the stages of making the teams. Like there are 5 stages, like the forming stage, forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Okay, if any issue arise while teams are working together, team members are working together, then if there is any issue, then it will go into the issue log, and it goes to the conflict management plan. And there are some levels of that conflict, like how we can resolve that conflict if any conflict arise in team. First of all, they have to first of all, they have to solve the problem by themselves. This is the first step. Then disagreement. Third one is the contest. Fourth is the fight or flight. And fifth one is the world war. Okay. Next, moving to the schedule. First of all, we have to estimate how we can, what will be the schedule of the project. There are 5 methods: analogous, parametric, bottom-up, and 3-point. Okay, and there are 3 lists in schedule in work breakdown structures, like milestone list, activity list, and attributes. Okay, and on the base of these, there are some you can say activities. There are different type of activities, like finish to start, start to finish, and finish to finish, and finish to start. Okay. Next, I will be giving to our third participant.
Mr. Srinivas, you can start from here, the procurement management, and we couldn't complete risk and scope, so we'll be having procurement.
You did not complete risk. So that was a very risky thing to do.
Yeah, actually, we didn't find time because
that was very important. Okay, move forward.
Srinivas, like you can start.
Yeah. So under procurement management, we have scope, which is fixed and variable. And in the variable, we have cost reimbursement, which is CR plus fixed fee, and CR plus fixed fee plus incentive, and with award. And in the procurement management plan, we have, in the variable, we also have T&M, time and management. So in the procurement management plan, we have PSOW, which is RFI, RFP, and RFQ. And in execution phase, we have bidder conferences, and then proposal review and negotiation. In MNC, we have monitoring and control, we have audit, inspection. And if it is approved, if it is not approved, then we have, in case of conflict, there are 4 types conflicts: win-win, review the contract, mediation, and then court. The last step is going to the court, and then we close the procurement. Going to Agile, I think. Agile, we have 4 values. Customer collaboration or contract negotiation, individuals and interactions or process and tools, working software or comprehensive documentation, respond to change or following a plan. And we have 12 principles, Agile principles, 3 artifacts, which are product backlog, sprint backlog, and product increment. And can you go down? The 5 ceremonies are in Agile are sprint planning, daily stand-up, sprint review, sprint retrospective. And then in sprint planning, we have sprint backlog. After the initial sprint, the sprint is characterized by POC and story points and risk spike. There are 3 estimation techniques: affinity estimation, ideal hours, and then Fibonacci sequence. Daily stand-up is conducted by the Scrum Master and the team participates. And there would be 3 major questions: what we have done yesterday, what is the plan for today, and then any roadblocks. The Scrum Master uses information radiators to show the progress of the team. Burn-up charts, burn-down charts, Kanban, and task boards. Sprint review meeting is held with the team, customer, and not the customer, PO, and then the Scrum Master, wherein the team demos the development done in that sprint, and then they review the definition done and the acceptance criteria. And there is a grooming session where the product backlog will be reviewed by the PO and then reprioritized based upon the progress done in the current sprint. In the sprint retrospective, basically, it's a review session of the entire sprint, wherein they set the stage, gather the data, generate the insights, decide what to do next, and then close the retrospective. Basically, it's like what went wrong during, and any lessons learned would be discussed in this sprint retrospective. And the sprint is one of the 5 ceremonies, and we have 3 roles: product owner, Scrum Master, and the team. This is the Agile. And change request and integration, like we couldn't get time to complete. I have done it.
Okay, no issue. Good job, very well done. Very well managed team. Great job by team 3. Okay, team 4, your turn is here. It's your time to shine, rise, or maybe not rise at all. Akhtar Aziz, Dilawar, Adisel, Mohammad Aban, Ansari, Sakshi, Zahir Ahmed, Qasim, Mudassir Ahmed. Team 4. Your time starts
Okay, sir.
now.
From team 4, I'll be sharing the screen. Okay, sir. So we have a project, program, and portfolio. The difference is project. In project is a temporary interval which is used to create a deliverable. So in start. Okay. So fundamental topic, we have there are 5 main process groups in the PMP or project initiation. In initiation, we do project charter, assumption log, and stakeholder register. Then in planning phase, we go to 18 plans: project management plan, risk management plan, and all those plans are created. In execution, we do the actual work production, and similarly we train teams, manage issues and other conflict those arises. In execution, in monitoring and control, we compare actual plans with the plan we have created with actual work done. And if this seems necessary, we raise change request if there are some changes required. In closing, we validate our deliverables. If they are validated, we close the project. If not, if rejected, then we do too. Now, moving to agile part, we have 4 values for initially. We have 4 values for agile: customer collaboration or contract negotiation, respond to change or following plan, working software or comprehensive documentation, and individual interaction or processes and tools. Then we have 12 principles for the agile, and those are basically a detailed version of the 4 core values. Now, then we have Scrum methodology. In Scrum, we have Scrum artifacts. Scrum artifacts, sprint backlog, product backlog, and product increment. Then radiators. In radiators, we perform the burn off chart, burn down chart, task board, and Kanban chart. In 5 events of sprint or sprint itself, then sprint planning, where we plan for the upcoming sprint, what to be done and how to be done. And then we do daily stand-up, where Scrum Master hold a 15-minute session on daily, what was done and what we are going to do today. And then we have a sprint retrospective meeting. Roles in Scrum is Scrum Master, Product Owner, and Development teams. The development team do the work. Scrum Master work as a facilitator, and Product Owner is the owner of all the products. Then stakeholders. So in stakeholder initiation, we identify these our stakeholders, prioritize them, and categorize them. In planning, a stakeholder engagement plan is created, and further Sakshi from our team will describe.
Thanks, Aziz. For communication, we have a communication management plan, which has the 4 R's, which gives the right info at the right time to the right people, which creates the right impact. The communication management plan is also created using active listening, emotional intelligence, and 3 theories. We have communication model, 3 kind of models: push, pull, and interact. Push is when information is not asked for, pull is when information is asked, and interaction is 2-way communication. Then we have communication channel, for which the formula is n into n minus 1 divided by 2, where n is the number of participants. Then we come to teams. For teams, in initiation stage, we have a team charter prepared. We do the SWOT analysis for it. In the planning stage, we have the resource management plan. In that, basically, we have a resource calendar, which tells when the resource would be available. RACI chart, which has who's responsible, who is accountable, who needs to be informed, and who is RAM is a responsibility assessment matrix. So all this comprises in the resource management plan. We have 5 stages of team forming: storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. During these stages, often the conflict arises, and there is 5 types of conflicts, which we resolve using conflict management plan. Over to you.
You are only doing this part?
Yeah, we have other folks, sir, who will cover the risk.
Okay.
Do you want me to continue?
I will continue for the risk. So for the risk, we have a risk management plan. For the risk management plan, we need this required basis on the OPA and EEF, through which we manage the risk management plan. And this plan should define the organizational risk tolerance, threshold risk, appetite risk, risk attitude, and risk matrix. Once risk management plan is approved, we identify the risk, and then we'll categorize them, and then we'll put in the risk register. After we have issue log. After that, we have an issue log. Then we have analysis, risk prioritization, which we do the qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. And then we have a risk response plan, through which we do the mitigated, transfer, avoid, and exploit enhancing sharing of risk. Then we have another topics, quality. Quality management plan. Here also we manage the quality management plan. So the quality management plan has three categories: quality matrix, quality cost, and quality standard. Then we have execution. So execution, in the execution, we have a quality control, and in the quality control, we have verified deliverable. Then we have a quality assurance, where we do the correction of process. Then we have a monitoring and control. In monitoring and control, we do the quality audits and inspections. After that, we have a procurement. In procurements, we have a scope. The scope have two kind of scope: fixed scope and the variable scope. And in the fixed and variable scope, we have FFP, which is called firm fixed price contract. We have fixed price incentive fixed contract, fixed price economic contract, price adjustment risk.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. So I'll take it further from here. So after procurement, we have scope, where we have the requirement management plan, and then requirement traceability matrix. Okay, in the requirement management plan, like what do we need and all this stuff. And then in the scope baseline consists of code of account, WBS dictionary, and project scope statement. Then in parallel, we have scope management plan. And after scope, we have, in scope management, we have scope baseline and, scope baseline. And, yeah. So after scope, we have schedule. Then we have schedule management plan. Then in the activity, we have two types of chart. One, we have relationship, where relationships are finish to finish, finish to start, start to finish, and start to start relationship. Then we have to verify the activity dependencies in terms of internal, external dependencies, and also mandatory and discretionary dependencies. Then we have scheduling technique. In the schedule technique, we have four types of schedule technique. That is analogous, okay, and which is also called top down. And then we have parametric. And then we have bottom up, and then we have 3 points. An example of 3 points is where you take the best case scenario, worst case scenario, and neutral scenario, and you divide it by 3. Then resource optimization requirement, when we have to plan the resource leveling and resource smoothing. After scope, we have to move to cost, where we have the cost management plan. Then funding limit, that how we're going to have the funding. And after that, we have issue log, where we have the change request, and if we have what kind of change we are talking about. Any change request always have to go to change log. Okay. And then once the change is approved, first of all, the project manager does the impact analysis on the various impacts. If all is good, change goes to the change control board. And if it is approved, the change log needs to be updated and communicated with the with the team to implement the needed change. And if rejected, it goes to, we have to update the change log accordingly and communicate it to the requester. That's all from me.
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Okay. So good job, team 4. Very well done. I really liked it how everyone in the team participated. Last, and I don't know what they say, but not least because it is list. So Abdul Basid, Abdul Rahman, Bilal, Blessy, Jugal, Munir Hassan, Rajiv, Umair, Wasim Yaqub. First team and last team always have a big problem. They have responsibility to put in the context. G, last team. Who's the last team?
Yes.
Umair,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can share the screen.
I will start with the first part of this mind map. I will just share my screen, and then my team will continue. You can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, we started with the whole structure of the PMP topics, and we have divided it starting from the fundamental. And from the fundamental, you have three things, that is organization types, project management office, and the portfolio, where portfolio will have program, operations, and projects. Projects is of course is temporary. It has a start date and an end date. So when we go in projects, you have the need assessment for a project charter, which is again is categorized by business case and benefit management plan. And then for the projects, you have the factors affecting the projects, where we see which kind of factors are affecting, for example, the political, social, economical, technological, or the organization factors itself. These are also taken into consideration. And apart from this, then you have the project process groups, out of which we have 5 stages. The first one is the initiation stage, where you have the project charter, assumption logs, stakeholder registers. And the planning phase, you have the planning project management plan, out of which you have 18 plans. And the execution part of this process group is this is actually the work is being carried out. This is to do the job. And monitoring and control is part of the quality audit inspection and change control board. All of these are under the monitoring and control section. And next to closing the project, of course, you have to record the lesson learned when the project is accepted for closure. You have to record it and close the project. And then you have project management office, where it just shows what type of organization you have, whether it's supportive, controlling, or directive. And again, in the organization tabs, which type of organization it is, whether you have projectized, oriented, functional, or matrix. Then we'll proceed to the stakeholder topics. Stakeholders, again, stakeholders is characterized by starting with identifying the stakeholders. And this is, of course, done by the EEFs, the sociological, technological aspects, by doing the interviews and all these things. And then you have to go to the categorization part, where the categorization can then be done by the upside and downside and internal, external factors. Then you have prioritization, where you can manage the stakeholders by manage them closely. And there is another case where you can manage them with the stakeholder cube and salience model. All these cases are related to the prioritization of stakeholders. And then you have the stakeholder engagement plan. In stakeholder engagement plan, you have stakeholder engagement metrics and the strategies to engage them. So, and then the last part is all the stakeholder registers, where we have listed out all the key stakeholders in the registers. The next part is communications. In the communication plan, in the communication model, you have the communication management plan, where you mention the 4 R's, where you communicate with the right time, right place, right information, and right people. This is what is prioritized.
And the communication model discuss about how you are going to communicate, whether it's virtual or it's physical, and you also assess the challenges. Then communication types decide how you're going to communicate with the people, like which type of communication it is, push type or pull type, or is it interactive? Push type is basically you are giving the information from your side, pull is people receiving it from your side. Interactive is again between the two people. And communication channels is basically this formula where you can calculate whether it is n into n minus 1 by 2. And n is the number of participants. After communication, you have teams. In teams, I think one initiation and planning are somehow left out from this. Initiation, here we have the team charter and the SWOT analysis. And in planning, we have the risk management plan, where you have the resource calendars and the RACI and RAM models. And then you have the team stages, which you have 5 stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. All these stages are related to the resources, that is the teams, the people which we have inside the organization. And forming stage, you have resource management plan and team charters. And in storming stage, where this is most likely the stage where the conflicts will arise, and in those conflicts, you have to deal with how you should know how to deal with them. So this is discuss about emotional intelligence, the number of level of conflicts and the strategies. After that, there you'll
where if I'm wrong or from last 8 minutes only you are speaking. You are going to do that.
This is my team is my last section, sir. After that, next team will continue.
Yeah, Amer, please hurry up.
Yeah, I think the norming, performing, and adjourning stage is again the final stages of the teams part. And I think from there we can continue with our next team member.
Zoom in the risk.
Yeah.
Now the next topic is risk. What is risk? Something uncertain which has impact on the project. We can define it R is equal to P multiplied by I. So in the risk, we have risk management plan. Risk management plan, we have identification, how we will identify the risk. Then we will prioritize the risk on the basis of calculations, quantitative and qualitative. Then we have the risk management strategies, proactive strategy, reactive strategy, and escalation. Then we have reassess, issue log, and risk review meeting. Then we have the risk register. In the risk register, we will register all type of risks. Then we have the next topic is quality. In quality, we will make, first of all, we will make the quality management plan. And in the quality management plan, we will see cost of quality, quality standards, and quality metrics. Quality, cost of quality will be two things, conformance and non-conformance. Then we'll have quality assurance, quality control. These are all during the monitoring and control phase. Then we have some tools to monitor the quality, audit. We have Pareto chart, histogram, and etc. 2-3 more are there. So can you, Amer, go to next topic? Procurement. In the procurement, we have 3 stages: planning, execution, and monitoring and control. In planning, first of all, we will identify the scope of procurement. Scope of procurement, we will have fixed scope and variable scope. In fixed scope, we'll have fixed price,
fixed FFPC, FPI, FPCA, and we'll have other. We have variable scope. In variable scope, can you zoom in, Umair? I cannot see. Cost of reimbursement, CPFF, CPIF, and CPAF. Then in planning phase, we'll make a decision that we will buy or we'll make. Then we will make on the basis of that, we will make a project management plan in that PSOW. And in execution phase, we have stages that bidder conference, then we will sign a contract, then we will proceed further. Then in monitoring and control phase, we have either the project, we will accept the contract or reject the contract. Then in rejection, in case of rejection, there will be 4 things. We have conflict. 4 stages are of the conflicts are there. Win-win situation is there. Then contract. We'll see the contract, what contract says. Then we will, if again the contract, the conflict will not resolve, then we will go to the mediator, and then we will go to the court if still the conflict will not resolve. Going to court is not benefit for any of the party. This is not recommended. Then in the monitoring and control, we will close the contract. Then we have scope. Requirement management plan, how to collect requirement. Then we have in requirement management plan, we have requirement traceability metrics. In requirement traceability metric, we have requirement documentation, functional, non-functional. We'll see what is our scope, functional, non-functional, and transactional. Then we have a project requirement and scope baseline. In the project requirement, we have project scope statement, WBS, and WBS dictionary. In WBS, we have control account, planning package, and work package. WBS dictionary, we have code of accounts. Then we have scope creep and gold plating. Now I'll request Abdul Basit to continue from here.
All right. Basically, we are making the 3 performance baselines: scope, schedule, and costs. For the scope, he has already done it. Now we are coming towards the schedule. So in schedule, first of all, we'll make the schedule management plan. In that, we'll discuss that which softwares we are going to use and other related information. And then we'll start from where he left in the scope management plan, that work packages. We will divide the work packages further into the milestones and the list of activities. Milestone is basically any major event that is going to happen. It has 0 duration. Then we have all the list of the activities that we are going to have in that project. And then for these activities, we have the attributes, like what are the relationships among the activities, finish to start, start to finish, finish to finish, start to finish. Then their dependencies, that how they're dependent on each other. Then also we have the concept of lag and lead. And then we, in order to calculate the duration of these activities, we have 4 processes. That is, the first one is analogous. Then we have parametric, bottom up, and 3 points. And then coming towards the network diagram, in order to calculate the overall project duration, we have to see the critical path. That critical path is basically our complete project duration, and that is also called as the schedule baseline. Other than the critical paths, we have the non-critical paths, and the difference between these 2 paths is called as the flow. And regardless, this is our scope baseline. And then if we have to do the schedule compression, we have 2 techniques. One is the crashing and the other one is fast tracking. In crashing, we deploy more resources, and in fast tracking, we do the activities in parallel. So this is a risky thing. We have the chances of rework here. So if cost is not an issue, then we should go for the crashing. And then comes resource optimization. In resource optimization, we have two techniques. One is resource leveling, and the other one is resource smoothing. In resource leveling, we can change the overall duration of the project, and in smoothing, we cannot change the duration or the baseline. We have to play within the flow that we have. Then this is all about the schedule, coming towards the cost part of it. First of all, we have to make the cost management plan. In cost management plan, we'll discuss that what currency we are going to use, what is the cost tolerance, what is threshold, how we are going to finance it, whether we are going to look for some external party or we are going to self-financing, and then funding limit reconciliation. We have to decide on this thing, that how we are going to pay the. Should we continue or stop?
When the clock strikes, you cannot do anything.
Sorry, you're not audible.
When the time is this, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything against time. The time is the real enemy of project managers. Right? Okay, now tell me, after the entire exercise, how was it? So did I fulfill my promise? Booklet, 1 revision. Checklist, 2nd revision. You made the mind map, 3rd revision. Then 5 teams did it. 8-time revision of entire PMP today. Tomorrow we are ready to fry your brain with the interesting question. So do work hard. See you at 11 a.m. EST. Don't miss tomorrow's question answer session, and it will be 180 question answer. Once again, it will not be recorded. Okay, it will not be recorded. The question answers. So if you miss, you miss. Okay. So before coming to the class, see how many topics you can complete. Try to read PMP booklet 1 time. This will give you a better context into that. Anyone has any question? Just want to sleep? No question. Okay, guys. If you haven't commented on LinkedIn, please like, share, and comment that thing. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, try to complete your topic, and I'll share the link. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Bye-bye. Okay, so this was the mind map exercise that we do at the end of each session. At the end of each session, we do this one mind map exercise. And the purpose of this exercise is to go into depth of question answers. So for those people who are preparing for PMP, you see all these students, they made the mind map and they will clearing it. My question to you is only one. They will be clearing it. What about you? When do you plan to clear? Because I want to make sure that not only my students clear, you also become certified PMP. With that, thank you very much for joining, and I see you tomorrow. We will have another things for you. Bye-bye.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amer Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually, like I'm kind of like really
I got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.
So